Hey, welcome to College Hockey Show. I'm Jeremiah Maxwell, your host. With me, as always, the Degenerate Bostonian, Mike Guarino. Mike, how's it going?
What's
Better
going on,
days
guys?
ahead.
Oh
Better days
yeah.
ahead. Okay, you have the Korea ahead above you. Maine and Denver defending national championship play. Obviously, with the World Juniors going on, it's going to be a little bit depleted roster. The coaches and their players. That game is happening tonight or tomorrow?
Both. We got Friday.
Okay.
I'll be there Saturday.
Yep, that's the game that Colby Cohen and John Buccigross, I believe, are calling for ESPN on Saturday. So if you want to watch that game, ESPN Plus. Appreciate everybody being with us. Already got some few people in here. I expect to see we're getting good numbers, man. Appreciate people showing out. Okay, so we're just gonna go right down your list. Obviously, we've been off for a couple weeks. Denver loses to the club hockey team in UNLV. What were your thoughts? I'll just say real quick. I think with David Carl coaching Team USA, the head coach isn't there. Z Bouillon, whoever else on Denver is playing in the World Junior Tournament. I'm sure there's more than one guy. What were your thoughts?
A lot of people are saying 12 draft picks. Well, they're only playing 9 in that scrimmage. The coach is not there. UNLV is a very good team. Like they play.
Well, nine draft picks still pretty good.
9 draft picks still a lot. I mean, he still outshot them like 47-12 or something ridiculous. Like Denver's goaltending. I don't know what you were doing, but you had no coach. It's an exhibition game. Like people are looking at like, oh, how come they didn't drop in the rankings? Well, it doesn't count. It's an exhibition game. So like,
yeah, it doesn't mean anything. The goals and stats. I think the kids could just go out and have fun playing like basically shinny hockey every once in a while too. Is what that kind of felt like.
I mean, like we don't know what Denver did the night before. Did they have curfew? Were they just roaming free in Las Vegas? Like,
oh, maybe they just got back too. Like,
there's a lot.
None of the guys skated.
I'm not disavowing UNLV's win. They are very, very good. As I said, they usually play Alaska every year. They play Omaha every year. They play Arizona State every year. Like they play other Division I schools. Like they played Colorado College the next night and lost 7-0.
Let me just say this too. Like we've been saying this for a while. These are schools that probably should have D1 hockey programs. And there's no doubt in my mind that UNLV, University of Las Vegas, Nevada, if you're not familiar, in Las Vegas, is influenced by the Vegas Golden Knights, winning Stanley Cups. It helped. Look at how many kids have come out of Arizona, and the Coyotes never did anything. So I just saw a thing. I don't know if you saw DC. They had like all the area captains for the Metro DC for all the schools, like women and men. It was huge. They filled the ice with them practically, and they didn't have like a great hockey program in that area until this guy named Alexander Ovechkin comes along and gets everybody excited about the sport. So it's amazing.
But it makes a difference. It really does.
Yeah. All right. We got some people on Instagram too. So thanks for joining us again. We're on live on X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. This is the College Hockey Show. So, UNLV beats Denver, depleted Denver, but it is what it is. Okay, pairwise rankings. You want to get into? So, is the pairwise now the gold standard for us?
For me, it is. We're after New Year's, and this is what I love about the World Juniors hitting right now is you can steal some pairwise games right now, and that's what's kind of fun. This is the big shakeup this week, next week. Like,
I feel like it sort of sucks though that they don't like the season's not paused a little bit, but I get it. Yeah.
But like I look at Maine tomorrow, like they're going to get Nadeau back from Team Canada. Denver is going to get back Z Bouillon. So 2 big pieces.
How's Denver going to get Z Bouillon back?
Canada's out.
Z Bouillon plays for Team USA.
That's right. Sorry. Z Bouillon's still out. I'm sorry for Team USA. They're not going to have a coach. But like,
they're not going to have Bouillon or the coach.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Got my stuff mixed up.
I was like, what are you talking about, Mike?
No. Nadeau's coming back from Team Canada on Maine because they're out. So like, Maine's going to be 100% on their roster, and you've got Denver who's missing 3 guys and their head coach.
Yeah, so that's why I say like it feels like Maine wins this easily, and it doesn't mean anything.
Right. But like pairwise, it's still going to have the effect of we beat number 5, and you're still going to be like but
Maine's 6. I don't.
Yeah, so it's not going to be No,
So
it's
they
not going to be a big
swap.
loss.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Yeah. So the big difference in the pairwise is Boston College is number 1 and the pairwise Michigan State's number 2. It's the other way in the NCAA rankings, the USHO.com rankings. Okay. So, real quick, did you get a chance to see the Mikey Corneli's Michigan State video?
That was beautiful.
Dude, good God, Michigan State has nicer facilities than Michigan. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Michigan State's way better. I'd like go to Michigan State.
I mean, you have the national development team at Michigan, or it used to be there. Now it's in Denver. Like it used to be in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, which is a mistake. But anyway, maybe just got too costly or whatever, cheaper to do it in Colorado.
I know USA Lacrosse is in Denver now, and USA Rugby's in Denver now. So I think there's
I will say I think that most of the US Olympians have trained in Colorado forever. One, because the altitude, it's a benefit.
Yeah.
You can train at altitude. You can pretty much, you're going to do better in lower altitude areas. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, fellas. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what's significant to you? You had the pairwise rankings as of November, or as of now: Boston College number 1, Michigan 2, Minnesota 3, Providence 4, Denver 5, and then you put Colorado College 6, ASU 17,
16. So it's the next 5 out I got there, and that's what I wanted to highlight, because like I look at Colorado College, you've got Denver in your conference, you're still going to play them twice. You're still going to play Arizona State twice. So like I'm looking at those 4 games for Colorado College. Like these are big moving games.
I think Denver continues to win. They're going to have a couple tough games. I don't think they're as good as they were last year. Colorado College is not going to stay in the top 20. I don't think. I think Arizona State's going to go up. We'll see what UConn is. I have seen Dartmouth play. I don't know. There's nobody in the Ivy League schools that I'm like, ooh.
So when I saw Dartmouth play BC, I'm like, wow, this team's for real. And then I saw Dartmouth at home against Alaska, and Alaska took it to them. Like, yeah, Dartmouth won, guys. So they won by a goal, but like at one point, Alaska was up 3-1, and Dartmouth won 5-4. Like this,
right?
There was no giving up. Alaska
is that UAF? Oh, it was Alaska Anchorage.
Yeah, like they didn't understand. They were supposed to get their doors blown off. They didn't comprehend that, and they took it to them. So.
Yeah. It's actually kind of a joke that Alaska Anchorage isn't one of the best programs in the country.
It should be.
We should have the facilities here with the oil money that we have. It's a joke of a joke what they are right now. But they're 55, which is not the worst. So
I think their issue is you got to convince a player to go play in Alaska versus play in Boston.
That's interesting that you say that, though. Justin Bourne, who's a Canadian, whose dad was Bob Bourne, 4 Stanley Cups, grew up in BC. They give like in-state scholarships to kids from Western Canada. So if you're from British Columbia, you can come to UAA and pay in-state tuition, which is like $3,000 a freaking year. It's nothing. So it's like, come on, we should be better. We should be, and it doesn't matter if you're a scholarship athlete anyway. So it's like, it shouldn't be bad. We should be, and a lot of, we should be recruiting Western Canadian kids who are used to long, cold freaking winters.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
A kid coming out of Southern California is not playing in Alaska. He's not.
Dude, it's the same argument with the NHL as there is with the college hockey. If you play in a warm weather state, this is why it's only a matter of time before you see these schools like SEC schools getting D1 hockey. Makes no sense. But you get the weather you get in the South. Like, why wouldn't you want to live in Florida? Why wouldn't you want to live in Arizona? Much nicer places to live year freaking round. And honestly, if you're a college kid, you're not going to be there in the summer when Arizona is brutally hot or Florida's super,
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We are tracking. Okay. All right. So, did you get to talk about all the stuff you wanted to in the top?
Yeah, say this. I just think there's a lot of teams moving. Like I even was talking to Savage, the Hockey East teams like there's UConn that's sitting right there. There's UMass Amherst right there as well. They have a bunch of games against Lowell, who's in the top 10, Providence, who's top 5, BC, who's top 5. And so it's kind of fun at this time of year looking on like, all right, they have 10 games against teams in the top 10. How far can they move up? The USCHO is saying if Merrimack wins 7 out of 10 games, they're in the top 16 and going to the tournament. I think they're 50 right now. Like they're 4 and something, but I'm like, because of the pairwise rankings, like if they win 7, I think it's 7 out of 10, they're in. And I'm like, this is just maddening to me. But I mean, I look at,
Merrimack is 45.
45. Yeah. And they're saying they'll get in if they go 7 out of 10. And the same was like for Colorado College, Arizona State. Like if they run the table going 500, like these are good teams. I think they could go 500. And I don't think I'm asking too much. You're Denver at home, got a split. Like I think that's possible.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they catch Denver without Z Bouillon and David Carl, the coach, too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, how much longer is the World Juniors going to be?
Another
week.
Like
a week? Okay.
Yeah, but like also like you come back, you're tired. Like you got the travel. There's not a lot of rest for the juniors. Like you're just tired. Like Bouillon.
Yeah, I feel bad for those kids that play in the World Juniors just because it's like that are in the college game. I think that it's probably a little bit easier for the OHL, CHL kids because they play such a long schedule anyway. I mean, what do they play? Like 60 games in the OHL. Yeah. So 60, 62 games, quite a lot of games. Like where a college kid only plays like 42. Honestly, I feel like college kids probably have a quicker adjustment to get back because they do get the time off where they only play like 2 days a week.
Right. That's what I mean.
So
like I think it ends on a Wednesday. It's like I don't see Bouillon playing on a Friday. Like if he comes back on a Wednesday, I think he's going to need the days to get his legs back. I think he'll be on the bench or wearing a suit in the stands. But like I think that's a game like you can go steal against Denver. And then even the coach, he needs to get back to his roster and not.
Ryan he's Leonard. Not going to have Ryan Leonard. Yeah. Like he wishes he had Ryan Leonard, I'm sure.
Now he's got a different goalie in net too with Augustine at Michigan State. Now, so it's funny. I also will bring that up that last year Denver, same head coach played for your coach team USA, had 6 BC Eagles on it. Denver beat BC in the national championship.
Right. I think it doesn't hurt that you see these guys up close though and see what their strengths and weaknesses are.
Like, but I look 1-2, Michigan State and BC. Like Denver's, I think that their coach is going to look at this again and go, I remember how Germany put 4 in against Augustine. They did it, 2 over the glove, and then it was a cross crease goal.
But don't you think Canada tried to do the same thing? I felt like Augustine kind of adjusted well. It's like such a short,
absolutely.
Right. I feel like it's such a short period of time where I felt like what I want, because I'll be quite frank, I only watched Canada versus the US. I haven't watched any more of the World Juniors because one, I don't get NHL Network, so I'm not paying an extra $80 fucking a month to get Sling or fucking Football TV so I can get the NHL Network. Get with the fucking program NHL Network and be available on all fucking streaming platforms. What a fucking joke. Like, seriously, I should pay $5 and be able to get that program. Or how about this? Allow fucking US people to watch the World Juniors somewhere else.
Yeah.
So we don't have to fucking stream it illegally. Anyway, sorry for the four-letter adjective rant. All that. I'm fucking tired of it. The regional blackouts, dude, it kills me. That someone that lives in Montana is regionally blacked out from the Colorado Avalanche, the Minnesota Wild, and the Seattle Kraken. And you have to have how the fuck is that making sense?
How do you watch hockey?
Dude, this is why I'm saying, like, you're killing your sport because of regional blackouts. That if the fucking you live outside of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and you live in Orr, Minnesota, you shouldn't be, which is at the very tip top of the state, like War Road up there, like where TJ Oshie and Brock Nelson and them guys are from. If you live there, you shouldn't be blacked out from watching Minnesota Wild games. If you have ESPN Plus, period. Should not be blacked out. And I believe the same with the college stuff. I don't think they black the college stuff out as much.
They shouldn't.
Like in that, and thus why is college hockey so much more popular regionally? Because they're not blacked out from watching the fucking game. Anyway.
I'm with it.
Yeah. I my bad on the rant there.
I saw good.
Yeah. Okay. So you have the Desert Hockey Classic in Arizona. Did that happen while we were gone?
That's this weekend. That's
okay.
the one term we got this weekend. And I highlighted it because you have Cornell and UMass Amherst going at it first. These are two teams in the top 30 outside looking in. These are valuable pairwise games. And the winner's going to play Arizona State. I'm not knocking you, Robert Morris. I'm not. I swear I'm not. Arizona State's minus 660 tonight. Like,
yeah, I mean, why
come on, guys.
You're not betting that game.
No, God, no. I'm not. I couldn't even muster up a parlay into it. But I'm like, all right, Arizona
so Cornell
State wins.
and UMass are the other two teams in that.
Yeah, and the winners will play and the losers will play. So I'm like, all right, Arizona State's going to beat Robert Morris, and then they're going to get another game against a top 30 opponent.
Who wins, Cornell or UMass?
I'm going to say Cornell because UMass's goalie is currently playing at the World Juniors, and Ian Shane is sitting in between the pipes.
Who's UMass's goalie?
I cannot pronounce his name, but he plays for the Czech Republic.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So,
well, and the Czechs just beat the Canadians.
That kid's on fire. I honestly, I want to give a shout out to Forsberg, Team Latvia. Like, I hope some college takes a flyer on you. You've been phenomenal this tournament.
Yeah.
So I hope.
I'm assuming you watched a lot of the World Juniors.
I watched a lot. I think I've seen 8 or 9 games.
You've been watching quite a bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just impossible for me to watch without like illegally streaming it and putting, that's why I stay away.
No, I don't blame me. I it's at $9 a month for me to have it, and it's only during hockey season. So
yeah, what for NHL Network or add on. If you have if it comes with your cable shit, I would get it. Like, but I would pay $9 a month for it.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to pay $80.
Yeah, that's obnoxious.
I can afford it. I can afford $80 a month extra, but just to watch NHL Network, F you. No. Do better, NHL. Look, there's a lot of people that aren't like Singsy, who was rich and can do it. Like I said, Singsy said he pays for football or whatever so he could have NHL Network. That's the only reason you have it. Come on. Okay, so Desert Hockey Classic looks like it'll be a good one. You believe Arizona State will jump up in the rankings if they win that tournament?
Yeah, I mean Robert Morris. They're going to beat Robert Morris. I don't think you move up on that, but beating Cornell
or UMass
Amherst, I think that'll be a nice push. And I think both Cornell and UMass Amherst will actually eventually move up.
So is UMass Amherst 20? So UMass Lowell is 10. UMass Amherst. I'm assuming UMass Amherst is 20, and that's just Massachusetts.
Yeah. Yeah, they just I don't know why they do that, but that's I don't
because it's separate universities, right?
Right. No, but I mean, why can't you put UMass I don't know.
Why don't they just make it one university and then they'd have a hell of a hockey team? Huh? Just kidding.
For those that don't know, they are about 3 hours apart.
No, I'm tracking. I'm tracking. Yeah.
But I mean, they would have a hell of a team. Jesus.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
But no, I think both those teams will move up, and then the thing about pairwise is it's weighted. It's not by what they were when you beat them; it's what they are now. So
right.
They'll help Arizona State.
Cornell's 24. UMass is 20. UMass Amherst, or who's in the tournament again? I'm sorry.
Robert Morris. There's somewhere. Yeah. I'm not
looking. Oh, yeah, but we're not worried about Robert. Well, no, Cornell was the other one. I was like,
yeah, you said 24. So it's 24 and 20. You're going to get a top 20 win. And
right.
That helps. That helps a lot. That's a good boost to the RPI. Especially if it is Cornell, because Cornell swept North Dakota. So that gives them points against a likewise opponent. So
North Dakota 26th right now, 11-7-1. Not having one of their banner years, but
no, had to cover up Johnny Tays over there.
Speaking of which, did you hear the rumors about him? He might be coming back to the NHL.
I heard that actually. Yeah, he did some weird treatment overseas, and he says he's got another year in him. So I'm looking forward. I hope he comes back.
Yeah, Saravelli said today or yesterday, but he said it again today on his show, Daily Face Off Live. He said Toronto was one of the teams. Colorado and I can't think of the third.
Not Chicago though.
No, dude. He's going back to play for a cup. They were all contending teams. They were all teams that were going to be like in the mix for the Stanley Cup. Toronto makes a lot of sense. Winnipeg. Sorry, his hometown team. Duh. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, but see, the funny thing is Winnipeg probably doesn't need him because they have Lowry, who's their captain now, as their third line center. So I feel like Winnipeg could probably get away without having him.
Throw him on your
I
fourth
think
line.
Toronto really could use him at third line, and Colorado makes a lot of sense too. Colorado probably, to me, is the team I'd like to see him go to. Just because I feel like the West is kind of open right now. Edmonton isn't really. I mean, they got Draisaitl and McDavid, but I feel like they're not as good as they were last year.
No.
And everybody in the West is weaker except for the younger teams. The Kings are better. Sharks are better. Anaheim beat Winnipeg last night. Like, they're just beating good teams.
And sleepy good.
Well, and San Jose beat Tampa at home after getting drubbed by Tampa at 8-1. But I'm telling you, San Jose, for the most part, they don't lose badly. So
no, they're also better than I think their record shows.
Yeah, they lost like 7 in a row. They've lost a bunch of games by 1 goal for sure. They beat the Caps, so they're a good team. You have some bets you'd like to talk about. Let's get into those before we run out of time here.
Yeah, so actually, I think the game of the week or games of the week this Friday, this Saturday, number 5 and number 6, Denver and Maine.
Yeah, ESPN agrees with you because they're sending the big guns, Buccigross and Colby Cohen, to call the game Saturday.
I'm taking Maine money line. They're actually plus money at home tonight.
I'd take Maine here, I think, too. I'm with you.
Denver's, for me, it's like you can win.
No Zeke William, no David Carl. I think that's
that's to me like you can win a game without your best player. It's hard winning without a coach.
I agree.
That one,
I think. And for those that don't know, David Carl's coaching Team USA, hopefully to another gold.
Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see.
Now, are they playing Finland or Sweden? Who are they playing next?
I did not look. I believe it's Finland. I'm getting them confused with the Four Nations Cup.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Yeah. For like other games, though, this weekend, Michigan's at Ohio State, 9 versus 11.
Yeah.
That's already a big rivalry game. Big Ten Network, ESPN is going to have that as well. And then Saturday, there's actually a couple of games. Northeastern at Quinnipiac. I just watched Quinnipiac play at Harvard the other day. Harvard has 4 wins this year and took them to overtime. I will say it was not the most thrilling of games, but it's it was New Year's Day, so I'm not surprised people came out a little flat. But something to look at, again, you have number 29 versus number 15, big implications for your pairwise standings. UConn, number 18, is going to Harvard at 42. UConn needs to win. You lose against Harvard, you fall out. That was the team we just said needs to win it all. And Michigan State's going to Wisconsin. I actually like Wisconsin here, but they didn't have a line. I was very angry. And the reason I like Wisconsin, you're missing Augustine and net for Michigan State, and you're missing Scafali. I don't know. He's also in the World Juniors, the number 1 defenseman. And I'm like, all right, they won. They did win January 2nd without those guys, but that was at Michigan State. What are they going to do on the road? I liked Wisconsin there. So if you can find a line there, I would take it. But I do also want to give a shout out to Cam Collins and Captain Chase Reynolds of St. Asylums, or St. A's, as we all call them out here, Division III team. They are playing at Long Island. And for those of you that say, why would I bring this up? St. A's beat Long Island last year at Long Island. It is plus 1,900. And yes, I'm humming $5 on that bet.
Nice. What do you win if you get
$95?
Yeah,
that's 90 profitable.
Yeah, that's nice.
Send it.
By the way, World Junior schedule is tomorrow, Saturday. Finland plays Sweden. Czechia plays the U.S. Czechia, no joke, but Finland beat U.S. this year in the tourney. I think in overtime or something. So either Finland or Sweden could easily end up winning the tournament.
I do want to highlight the Czech goalie has played BC 3 times already this year. He's played BU twice already this year. He knows that roster.
Yeah, no.
So he's played Michigan State too. So he knows, he's already seen that team.
Well, and the thing I would say is the U.S. has seemed like they've had some secondary scoring issues. I don't know. Just based on what I've what I have seen. But turnaround Sunday will be the championship game and the gold medal. So that the World Juniors will be over by this weekend. So there we go.
So I think it's an advantage to the guys that didn't play. Though I think it's a memory. If I was there, if I got invited to go, I'd be 100% in. Give me I want to put my country's name on my.
I think every U.S. kid that gets invited goes. I haven't heard anybody not say. The only thing I think is if there's kids that are qualified in the NHL, like obviously Will Smith. Like I keep hearing the Canadians go, well, we could have Celebrini. Well, okay, we could have Will Smith. Like I get Celebrini's awesome. He'd definitely be a difference maker. But I mean, Will Smith's playing some good hockey for his first year in pros. I would have liked to seen him stay too. Good God, that Boston College team would be stacked.
I mean, imagine
this is another one of those they better win it this year type thing for BC. It's been a while.
It has.
Yep.
But no, I wanted to give a shout out to Cam and Chase. It was fun hanging out with you guys at New Year's. You guys are pretty cool dudes. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again.
Okay.
But for me, that's what I wanted to cover today, guys. As I said, I will have plenty of pictures from you from the Garden at Alfond and Alfond Arena Saturday. Please find me on Twitter. I will have more bets for you. I will get the tweet out. I already sent something out, but I'll put it out again so you all know. DraftKings is there. MGM actually has college hockey betting again as of January 1st, 2025.
Yeah.
They brought it back for us, so.
And just to recap, Mike tweeted this out. He is 47-42-1, up 8 units this year. Happy New Year. Obviously, we're here live at 2 p.m. The games he's covered were Denver at Maine. Obviously, we're all going to be watching that game. The diehards anyway. Michigan at Ohio State. That'll be an interesting game, man. I feel like Ohio State's a little bit better. Michigan, there's so much of a rivalry built in to those teams. Like, Northeastern at Quinnipiac, UConn at Harvard, MSU at Wisconsin, which that's going to be a great one too. And you talked about St. A versus Long Island.
I'm telling you, Long Island, watch out. St. A's is coming. I don't know. Maybe it's a gut feeling. They were cool dudes. To me, it's worth $5.
Yep, there you go. Plus 1,900. Can't go.
It's worth $5.
All right. Any closing thoughts for the college hockey fans that tuned in? Appreciate all the people that came in today. Got a fan full of them today. I know we were off for a while, but also college hockey was off for a while.
Yep.
So.
No, guys, I appreciate you coming out. Sorry, I had to be quick on this one. I got to get ready for tomorrow. It's a 9-hour round trip drive for me. So,
yeah, that sounds like a normal flight out of Alaska. So.
Fair enough. But no, I appreciate you guys coming out. I will have, I said, more picks coming at you. No NHL betting for me today, as all my gears are turning to college puck for tonight.
Yeah, there's only 5 games tonight. We went through them pretty good. Yeah. 2 of them I wouldn't touch. Like, I'm not betting the Blackhawks.
Not that. They're out. So, I mean, I appreciate you guys coming out. Happy New Year. And Hanukkah officially is over. So, for all our Jewish family members out there, happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy holidays, happy New Year. This is the last week we can say that anyway because we're in it. We'll be back next Friday. But if you love the NHL, tune in at 10:30 Eastern. To me, Perlo, and Rico will be live. Talk NHL, 10:30 p.m. I'll see you guys there. Appreciate you. Peace.